gosh, you guys, I am exhausted from the last week. Last week we spent basically every day working on our bathroom makeover upstairs. I did share that video last week, so you can check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And then we've also been like, you know, just doing little things here and there with our kitchen renovation going on. We are currently getting countertops put in within like the next hour or so. And then also they had enough of the slab to redo our countertops in our bathroom. So I want to get a lot of things tackled while they're working on that. I want to get my bedroom tackled so I don't have to come into the hot mess that it is, because you guys know how it goes once you're working on like house projects and things like that. Your attention can only go so many places, and it has definitely slipped away from housework. So we need to get my bedroom organized and cleaned. I also need to tackle, oh my gosh, upstairs. It just looks like a bomb went off up there, and so I need to tackle that. And then later on in the video I will be sharing some of the footage of them putting in our brand new countertops and are finally getting our kitchen renovation done. And once our counters and sink have had a time to like settle in, the glue to dry and everything, we are going to go into my brand new kitchen tomorrow and actually put everything away, clean it up, and show you guys what it looks like. I cannot wait to see it myself, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But we have a lot to get done, and like I said, they're coming within like an hour, so I don't have a lot of time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me. I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch?
So of course there are more house projects continuing on. I think we're gonna be doing that again this following week. But what we like to do in this house is tackle a few house projects, change up a few rooms, do a few makeovers, and then pause, kind of get back to our daily life and things like that. And then we start tackling some more, and we have changed this home so much ever since moving in. Sometimes I feel like we haven't done enough because we still are continuing on with house projects and makeovers and things like that, and we've been here now just about 2 years. But at the same time, when you go back and watch that empty house tour, this does not even feel like the same house at all, especially now that we're getting a lot of the bathrooms done and we have our boys' bedrooms made over, our offices, things like that. And finally we are working on our kitchen. Like, this house is just completely transformed basically from top to bottom, especially once we get our last house projects and room makeovers done in the next like coming months, hopefully. But Kyle and I try to do as much as we can ourselves. That way we can save money, really customize it to be exactly what we're wanting, and we also get to learn as we go. And I did want to say that if you are not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you love seeing anything homemaking, all these home makeovers and DIY house projects, all that kind of stuff you can find here on the channel. So make sure you join the family, and if you are new, go ahead and let me know in the comments so we can give you a proper welcome, because I'm so happy you're here. Very soon I am going to be refreshing our bedroom furniture, and actually my whole entire bedroom, kind of from top to bottom. But instead of doing one full-on room makeover, we are probably going to kind of split up our bedroom into several house project videos, just so that we don't have to do everything all in a few days, and we can also make sure that it comes together exactly how we're wanting. And it honestly just makes it a lot more manageable doing it that way. You don't get like the full effect within, you know, a couple of days, but it does just make it a little bit more realistic on our end to do, you know, little house projects here and there. And I'm sure you guys totally understand that. So that's kind of the plan for that. But we are going to be transitioning our bedroom furniture out of the modern farmhouse style. But my plan is to do it without replacing all of our furniture, and we are going to do it on a budget. So stay tuned. I'm super excited for that. I have big plans and, you know, big ideas, and hopefully will all turn out exactly how I'm hoping. To come back in here and tackle our cat litter because it is stinky. It's definitely been neglected, but I feel like I never come in here with you guys as little as possible, just because it is like not put together. We haven't painted in here. We have like scratched up walls because this is just how it was when we moved in, and we have just not had the time to like tackle this space. It is on our list, and now that we're getting a lot of other bigger projects done, it is like moving up for sure. But I cannot wait until this is a space that I actually enjoy coming in, because right now it's like not my favorite. Oh gosh, how I wish putting away laundry was actually this quick or even this satisfying, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Anyway, I also did want to say, you might have seen that little sneak peek of our bathroom right there. I recently painted all of our bathroom cabinets with the Beyond paint. You guys have heard me talk about that and rave about that stuff so much. And if you have cabinets that you have been wanting to paint but feel intimidated, try Beyond paint. I will have a link down below. It comes in tons of different colors, but this stuff works amazing. And if you check out some of my recent house projects videos or my recent makeovers, I'm gonna talk more about how to use it and the benefits of it and like the process. So definitely check it out and do not be intimidated. Okay, we just got word that the countertop guys are almost here. Now we did have our Roborock vacuum go over the floors this morning, so I'm not gonna vacuum, but I do want to mop in here just to keep things nice and clean. So I'm gonna go grab our Roborock Dyad Pro, get it mopped really quickly, and then we'll see if we can beat the countertop guys getting here, and then we'll end up moving upstairs and tackling that area because it's a mess.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it.
So the two cleaners that you're seeing me use are one, my Roborock Dyad Pro. That one is so cool. It's like a mop and vacuum all in one, and it's perfect for like all hard floors. And then to vacuum Emma's dog bed, I am just using my Shark cordless vacuum. That one is actually still on sale. They've sold out a few times, but they restocked it. So I will have the link for both of these down below. As far as my Roborock Dyad goes, that was actually sold out for so long. They kept selling out for months and months, but they finally got more in stock as well. And several of you have finally been able to get your hands on one of those. And I've loved hearing in the comments that so many of you have been loving it as much as I do. For me, it's like a total game changer because I am not a fan of mopping, but this makes it so easy, especially the fact that you don't have to vacuum and mop, and it kind of feels like you're just vacuuming, so it's amazing. finally, I got my room all cleaned and I made my way back into the dreaded laundry room, and I went ahead and just changed the cat litter. Now, we actually got one of these automatic cat litter things maybe like 2 years ago, and we have really loved how little maintenance it is. I don't have to clean it all the time, and it just makes having a bunch of cats a lot easier. Once the countertop guys got here, they started right in on the kitchen demo for our kitchen renovation. So I figured I would pause for a moment and show you how that went. Now, apparently our counters were installed about 20 years ago with really, really different glue than they typically see. And they said it made demo way more difficult and time consuming, which honestly was not that surprising to hear for us because you guys know as we've done all these different house projects and makeovers in our home, it feels like every time we turn around, there's something weird about this house. We absolutely love this home, but it definitely has made us work for it. But anyway, they got through it, and it was just really exciting to see our kitchen start to kind of come apart so that they could rebuild it. And I think I'm just kind of in disbelief that we're finally to this point. They have most of the counters off. I think they're still working on like the butler's pantry area, and I think they're like taking off the substrate. I think that's what they call like the piece of plywood underneath the counter, and just cutting the new one, things like that. So I think I have a little time before I want to go down and watch them put on the brand new countertops. So we are going to do as much of this up here as we can. We just have stuff like, you know how makeovers go. This old mirror we have to get out of the house. This is stuff from the boys' bedrooms, minus all of Kyle's tools right here, that they decluttered, and then we just have like a pile of cardboard and things like that that we'll have to recycle. So let's go ahead and get this done quickly because I want to not miss them putting actually the new counters in.
I've been chasing you like the tail of a dog. I don't get no sleep when we kiss in the dark like we do. I just love the way it feels. Yeah, I know it's bad, but
so this room that I'm cleaning up right here is kind of near the boys' bedrooms, and it basically is our loft area that we ended up making into like a little living room. We have our built-in desk over here that we recently refinished. We have our world map wall, like all the fun things in here. If you haven't seen any of those videos, you can check them out. We've shared the entire process for transforming the space here on the channel, but this honestly has become one of our family's favorite rooms. And I think part of that is because this is one of the rooms that is basically finished, other than just like, you know, a handful of little things that we'll actually be doing in the coming weeks. But over the almost 2 years that we have been here, there are several rooms that are completely finished, some that are partway finished, and there are only a few that still need like a ton of work that we really haven't touched. And as I was kind of thinking about this, it kind of got me thinking and wondering if this is going to be our forever home. I feel like normally I would say yes, for sure it is. But if you've been here for a while, you probably heard me talk about our Utah home as our forever home like the day we moved in. Hello, welcome to our forever home. Here we are in our forever home. We're doing all these things to our forever home. We're finishing our basement in our forever home, all that stuff. And then eventually we left Utah and we moved to Arizona. And that really shook our like confidence in actually having a forever home, and it made us wonder, are we ever going to have a forever home? But I really feel like now that we've been here for a few years, there is nowhere else that we'd rather be. We love this home. It serves our family so well. Our boys are flourishing here and we just are so happy. So I'm pretty excited and thinking that this actually is probably going to be the home that we are going to be in for a very, very long time. I don't necessarily know about forever, but definitely the home that we're planning to be in until our boys are all grown, which is really exciting.
biking alone in the sunset, through the canal, so the mindset I needed. Yeah, I needed. Oh,
Here I'm just filling up the Roborock Dyad tank so that I can clean all the floors up here. And I'm also excited to be showing a little sneak peek of our new DIY renovated bathroom. We did that just last week, so if you haven't seen it, you have to make sure that you watch that one. The transformation on this bathroom was insane and we could not be happier with it.
Create that feeling. The sun on your skin, as great as breathing. Filling the spaces within. Running around, are we there yet? Music is not where we all met. Oh, let's freeze time. Gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime. Soaking up the sun, cruising around in this crazy town. Oh, just you and I. Just you and I.
While I was working upstairs, they had made so much progress, not only in the kitchen, but also in our bathroom demo. And it was just really fun to kind of watch the entire process of them ripping out the old countertops, putting in the substrate, prepping to put our new beautiful quartzite countertops in a couple of the bathrooms and the kitchen.
All those possibilities really knock me off my feet, surrounding all my dreams. And all I know that was left now, the sun and the stars, now leaving me in the dark, leading me through it all.
So I was talking to Kyle the other day and I actually feel like maybe we haven't mentioned this yet, but we decided to extend the counter on our island to seat 2 more stools. And our reason for doing that is so that we can all sit down at the island and eat as a family, and it can just become even more of a gathering space. And also, this is our new sink. We ended up getting the workspace sink and I've been so excited about this. I think it's going to be a really fun addition to the kitchen.
You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me. That's left in me. Left in me.
I love that so much. It's like even prettier in person. And of course, even like on camera, it still looks better in person. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty.
Wait for the island.
I know.
I've never been that much for love. Thought being free better than not. Tried it before with all I got. And all I know that was left now, the sun and the stars, leaving me in the dark, leading me through it all. 'Cause you are the fire left in me. You lived in
These guys did such a great job. They really put a lot of time and effort and care into everything they were doing. We have just been so lucky and so thankful for all the people on this project. And I'll actually be leaving all of their information down below. So if you're in the Phoenix area, definitely check out these guys. We have been so thrilled with them. But anyway, this is really cool. This is actually a machine that pushes the seams together. Thankfully, we actually only had one seam in the entire kitchen. It was just on this long piece. It's gonna kind of go right in the middle of the stove area, which is nice because then you won't really see the whole seam. You just see a little tiny bit. And they did such a good job. Like, it's really actually hard to see the seam once they got everything put together. And then once they got most of the countertops set and glued down, they ended up moving up to the theater and bathroom that we actually renovated kind of recently in the last few months. And although I love that renovation, I feel like this countertop really just makes such a big difference in there, and it just finishes this bathroom beautifully.
Caught up right in the middle when love was real, like we were in the beginning when all those dreams told me that I got it right. You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me.
Once they got the big island stone laid down, things started moving along very quickly. So Kyle went ahead and opened up our cooktop so that they could prepare to cut the hole in the new countertops. And then they started putting in the new bathroom countertops. And before they came back in for that, I went in there and took a little moment to leave a note on the bottom part of the wall behind the bathroom backsplash. It was a really random idea, and they were walking in as I was finishing up, but it was just a fun little thing that if we ever take this backsplash off, or whoever does next, they'll find this little random note right there.
Get up and let's face it, no need to erase it, 'cause memories make you strong. Breathe in and get going, breathe out and stop moaning. You gotta get out and try. 'Cause when you lose, you learn the bumps along the way, but you'll never run out of try. And when you lose, you learn the letting go of love will make you a better man, 'cause life goes on.
Once they cut the hole for the stove, they went ahead and cut the faucet holes for the kitchen and bathrooms, and then got everything all finished up. So of course, once they did that, we wanted to just test fit the faucet and see how it would end up looking, and we loved it. Honestly, I just cannot believe that they got all of this done in a single day. They put in so much work on this day, and we were just so grateful for all the care that they took and just what hard work they did that day.
Hurting, but I know it's worth it to give it another shot. Through mess ups you're learning that life keeps on turning, so keep on spinning those wheels. 'Cause when you lose, you learn the bumps along the way, and you'll never run out of the ride.
Here we just decided to try our pans on our new induction stove, and we were just kind of finding out which of the pans that we have will work best in our new kitchen. And it turns out the stainless steel ones worked the best. I think the caraway ones are still going to work pretty good, but just not for like boiling water. They just aren't quite as effective with the whole induction system. So this is like warm, but this one started after, and this is actually hotter already.
That's been on a minute, maybe a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe a minute and 20 seconds, and it's almost boiling.
Yeah, so this is an induction cooktop, and this one is definitely like a thicker base with more magnetic. This is the caraway pan. Love these, but this is not going to probably be quite as good for induction.
They keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Ta-da! We have new counters in here. We have our sink put in, our faucet. We are still going to be getting appliances installed tomorrow, I believe. And then we still have more, like we're gonna be doing, I think, beadboard down here. We'll kind of talk about that. We'll have to paint, backsplash, all that kind of stuff. But, oh my gosh, I am so excited. I love how it looks. I'm gonna turn you guys around and show you some better pictures of this, and then we will get to cleaning. I need to like clean it all, wipe it all off. We have a bunch of dishes, dirty dishes stacked up, and like all the things that go on the counters, so we need to put all that back, but join me today as we clean our brand new kitchen for the first time.
Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms.
We went back and forth on different countertops, sinks, faucet, all of it, and we actually shared that whole process over on our vlog channel, which is called Kyle and Amanda. You can search it up here on YouTube, but thankfully we've ended up being in love with all of the items that we've chosen so far. And this faucet is a really cool one because it actually is plumbed in two different ways. It of course has like regular hot and cold water, but it also has a built-in spout here for your filtered water. And it's cool because it's incorporated right into the faucet head, so it just keeps things really nice and clean and streamlined, especially since it is on the island and not just tucked up against a wall.
Two different minds.
You know just what to say to make it all okay.
So to clean the counters, I am just going to use my e-cloth. This one's the kitchen cloth, but basically just the general purpose cloth. And then to dry them, I'll use my glass and polishing cloth. And we'll get that shine going really, really good on them. So we did get quartzite counters, and I believe you do have to seal them once a year, just like granite. We've done that for years with our granite countertops in the past, but they did previously seal them like from the Fabricator, so we won't have to worry about that right now. Right now we're just gonna clean them.
I'm too blind to see when you're in front of me. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how it's
You guys, I am so excited. I have waited for 2 years to finally be here in our new kitchen, and I just could not be happier. Even though it's still far from finished, we still have so many things that we're going to be doing to this in the coming weeks. And actually next week, I believe you guys will be seeing some more house projects that has to do with our kitchen. We'll be working in here a bit to kind of prep it for painting. And here I feel like you can see a little bit better how we extended the island 12 inches on the left side. And like I said, that was so that we can all eat on the kitchen island together. And it also just makes it a little bit more of a statement piece. Now, one of the things that we wanted to do so badly in this kitchen was have gas installed. We have had gas in previous homes and we love, love, love gas. But it was like $5,000 to move the lines into the kitchen. But I feel like with makeovers, you do have to pick and choose like what things you're going to splurge on and where you're going to save. So for example, we decided to not put our budget into the gas cooktop, and instead we just got an induction one. But then we did kind of move around some budget and end up getting these quartzite countertops just because these were the ones that we really, really loved and we kept being drawn to. And I totally do not regret that at all. Like, we were so happy to put some other things off and save in other areas so that we could get the countertops that we love. Definitely just know that going into any kind of renovation, you're always going to have like things that you have to pick and choose. You can't get everything, or probably you won't be able to get everything. But I feel like when you do that, it honestly just makes you more grateful for it, because it's like not all of it came easy. You had to sacrifice in some things to get the things that you really, really loved. But I'm so happy with how everything is turning out. And these counters to me are just like so gorgeous. I love them.
Yeah, we ruin everything when we push, slam, through, and we hurting, but we're just too scared, so we do it.
How many times have I talked about getting this single basin sink? I have wanted this every single day since we moved in, and I couldn't be happier with it. It was definitely worth the wait, but I feel like a single basin sink, to me, it just makes it so much easier to wash large pots and pans. It's also very deep, which is great. Having your sink on the island, it kind of hides any of those messy dishes, and it's just way more functional for us. Plus, on the bright side, I just love the look of it. I feel like it's so clean and modern.
It's going on too long. 'Cause we scream, fight, hate, cry. No one's ever backing down. Yeah, we do it. Everything wrong. Yeah, we ruin everything when we push, slam, through, and we hurting, but we're just too scared, so we do it. Everything wrong. Yeah, we ruin everything. we're doing everything, everything wrong. 'Cause we scream, fight, hate, cry. No one's ever backing down. Yeah, we're doing everything.
So like a few days after I finished filming this, my brand new summer bloom towels came in and they are launching today. So I actually wanted to insert some footage right here and show you guys the new summer launch from Bloom Towels. If you've been here for a while, you know that I love Bloom Towels for so many reasons. They are a really nice oversized kitchen towel. They are very, very absorbent. I use them all the time to dry my countertops, to dry my dishes, and they also come in a ton of different colors, and they're also double-sided, so you can kind of change up the look and color and style that you're wanting to go for in your kitchen depending on which side of the cloth you're showing. And then they also have this little tab here in the middle that you can go ahead and hang on like a hook or something in your kitchen. So there are just a lot of cool features about these towels. I have them in so many colors, and this summer collection is so pretty. This watercolor flower one I think is my favorite. It's so stunning, and I do have a code for you guys that will save you some money off of your order if you decide to order not only their summer towels but also any of the towels that they have on their website. You guys are going to love them, and this is just like perfect and so exciting for summer. Now, just a note, they do tend to sell out very quickly on their seasonal launches, so definitely don't wait if you're wanting to pick some up for your home. And I would love to hear in the comments which one of these ones ended up being your favorite.
Everything, stop.
Oh my gosh, I've never been so excited to clean my kitchen. And I almost don't want to put anything like on the counters. I'm going to keep it pretty minimal, but we do need something. So I'm going to slowly start moving things over here now that everything is nice and clean. Clearing off this, and then I'll show you the bar stools we got. We actually got them on Facebook Marketplace like a couple months ago. I am going to have to refinish them. That won't be in today's video, but you guys will see that in the coming weeks because I just want this to be all finished. I'm so excited.
It's so hard to stay on top of the world when the world keeps telling you who you should be. All these people telling you what you need. Oh, darling, only you can set your spirit free. Pay attention now, I ain't gonna stop it, stop it. Honey, everything you need is in your pocket. Darling, this is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, don't you let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door. Only one thing.
So here I'm doing one of those silly things where I'm making my Dawn Power Wash Dish Soap a little bit more aesthetic to go with our, new kitchen. So I'm just adding it into this little spray bottle. It's actually a spray bottle, I think, for hair or plants. We have a couple of them and we use them all over our house, but it worked really, really well for the Dawn dish spray. So if you want to do this for your kitchen, if you're, trying to be a little extra and want it to look a little prettier, I will have it linked down below. It just worked perfectly and I love the look.
Don't you let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind, open the front door. If you could let it go and let it happen, what you'll find is a little bit of magic.
So as you continue watching this video, if you would do me a favor, think of some ideas for our tile backsplash. As you can see, our stone backsplash got taken out and we didn't want just like a regular stone backsplash from the countertops to go up the wall. We want to do one ourselves, so that will be a project that we're working on again in the coming month or so. But we are going to be waiting until we get the cabinets painted to do that. So thankfully we still have some time, but any ideas on like style, color for a backsplash, let me know your ideas in the comments.
This is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, you can let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door. Open your mind and open the front door. Just open your mind and open the front door. I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great care about the others. You said my
So I just wanted to take a moment to share some gratitude for all of this. Yes, the kitchen is just a material thing that in the big scheme of things totally does not matter, but it is something that I am just very grateful for and thankful for. And if you've been here for several years, you've heard me talk several times about how when Kyle and I were first starting out, like we did not have a lot for a lot of years. And I actually just feel so grateful for those times because those are some of the times that make me extra grateful nowadays for things that we do have, because I've definitely gone without. I've lived a lot more simply in a lot of ways, but I feel like it just makes us even more grateful for the things that we have now. And I also wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you, because you guys being here, showing up every week, watching these videos, commenting, chatting with me, it really just means so, so much to me. And I am so incredibly grateful for this amazing community that we've had and grown together over the last, what is it, like almost 6 years now? That's crazy, but I am so thankful for you. We could not do any of this without you. And I just want you to know, like, your support and you being here means so much to us. So thank you.
fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what.
All right, everything is nice and clean. Oh my gosh, you guys. It needs like paint, backsplash, all that stuff. But the counters and like getting this cut down into one level, it just makes it look so good. I can just tell exactly like how it's gonna look. I'm so excited. So the only thing that we have left to do is to go ahead and bring the kitchen stools out. Keep in mind I am going to like refinish them. I did get 5 just because I bought them from Facebook Marketplace, and we also did get like an overhang right here, so we can actually fit another stool on this side if needed. But I'm gonna see if I can fit all 5 of them there. If not, we'll do 4 and kind of see how it goes. But let me go grab those and I'll show you what they look like.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was
Okay, so these are the chairs that we got from Facebook Marketplace. I didn't end up bringing the 5th one in just because I feel like it will probably look kind of weird being on the edge. However, I do want to have a bar stool here, so I'll probably just get one that kind of matches the like the lake shape, and then one that doesn't have a back that we can just kind of set right here. And I think that will probably end up working really nicely, and I'll just finish it the same way that I do with these ones. But I love how they look. It's so cool. I feel like I just remember that from Utah, like the kids all being tucked up on the island, like everyone's single level, so I can be working on the island, better able to see everybody. I don't know, I just love the single island, and I think these are gonna work perfect. By the way, do these look kind of familiar? They're not exactly the same, but they are very similar to the ones that we had in Utah that I took forever to decide what to do with, and I ended up painting those white on like the whole thing, and then I left the seat natural wood color. And then when we moved here, we didn't have a use for them because we obviously had the higher island, and so I gave those to my sister, and they've been enjoying them ever since. But I was so excited to find these ones. But anyway, I wanted to chat with you guys for a few minutes about like our plans for the kitchen going forward. So we are going to be adding a backsplash on all of the outer cabinets, including like in the butler's pantry. And I'm thinking I want to make them pretty like timeless, just because the backsplash, just like counters, are something that you can't easily change later, especially like demo on a backsplash. It's just not a great idea. And so I want it to be pretty timeless. So I would so appreciate any suggestions, like any ideas. I'll definitely look into everything, because at the moment, like, I'm just not sure exactly what I want to do. I have a few ideas, but nothing's really solid in my mind. So any ideas that you have on backsplash, let me know. Tag me on Instagram, send me links, whatever, or just, you know, explain them in the comments. And then the other thing is, so basically the only thing that we know for sure that we want to do is the island. We want to basically do beadboard like we did up in Liam's bathroom last week. We are going to be doing beadboard around the entire island. We're also going to be doing it like on the sides of the cabinets, like right there, and on the side over there. We have a bunch of like damage on the cabinets, and I think it's just going to like fix the damage, because it'll obviously just go right over top, and then also it'll tie into what we're doing on the island. So we're thinking that's kind of like the best way to go about that, and then we'll just paint that the same color as the cabinets. We are a little bit stumped for paint. Once again, we know what we're doing on the island. We are going to be painting it the same color as our built-ins, that really pretty evergreen fog color. It's like a neutral sage green, and we love that color, and it'll just kind of tie everything in a little bit better. However, the outer cabinets we're just not sure about. Originally I was thinking to do white, but I'm just not sure if that's gonna go well, if it'll make everything too bright, or we could like kind of combat that brightness with a darker backsplash. I'm not sure. So once again, I would just love any of your input on like cabinet colors, especially for the outer ones. Something pretty neutral. I'm kind of thinking like either a white or maybe a taupe. I don't know. Clearly I need help on this. Let me know any names of colors that you really like, and we'll kind of go from there. That should be happening in about 2 weeks, because I'm going out of town this coming week, and then when we come back, Kyle and I are going to be doing the beadboard, because of course we're DIYing it, we're doing it ourselves, and then after that is when we will be getting the cabinets painted and kind of going from there. But really quickly, let me give you guys a little better view of the kitchen, and you guys will have to let me know what you think of everything so far. Okay, so I feel like the cabinets always show better on camera, but in person, they really do have like a yellowish aged tone to them. So we are going to be painting our kitchen cabinets, as I mentioned earlier. And originally we were going to be painting the island green, and we still are doing that. But we were also going to paint the outer cabinets white, and I'm just not sure if painting them white would actually wash them out, or if it would just do good to kind of brighten up the kitchen, make it feel fresh and clean. Maybe if we do that, we'll have to paint our kitchen walls a different color, or maybe we should paint the cabinets like a taupe color, like a darker color. I'm just not really sure, but let me know all your thoughts and ideas on all of that, and we'll kind of mull over it for the next week or so and make a final decision on that. But anyway, we have more house projects coming next week. We are going to be adding beadboard, refinishing these bar stools, and so much more. And if you're curious on what our house used to look like before all of these makeovers and house projects, or you just need a refresher on it, I'm going to link our empty house tour on the right side of the screen, and that way you can check out what our house looked like when we first moved in. As always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!